Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Recovery Sticks. We're back with another one. Man, let me tell you, marijuana laws right now, insane. I'm talking about crazy insane. I'm talking about insane. And what's crazy about the laws is I never thought I'd see them the way they are. Like, I never thought I'd see them the way they are. And I'm glad they are the way they are. I say that because I was just at my buddy's house and everybody was smoking. And he asked me if I wanted to smoke, and I was like, no, I don't smoke. He's like, damn, you know what? I don't think I ever seen you smoke. I was like, because I don't smoke. He said, why don't you smoke? I used to smoke. When I was younger, I used to smoke a lot. And then as I got older, I dibble and dabble in smoking. But the reason why I don't smoke now, and the reason why I try to like stay away from it now, is because I got too high one time. I got too high. Now, when I say I don't smoke, I don't mean I will never smoke. If I'm about to go to bed, and whoever I'm with at the time might be burning something, I might hit it one time, lay down, have a good night's sleep. But as far as just smoking, just to smoke to do whatever I'm finna do, oh no. I'll tell y'all why. I used to date this girl. She was a smoker, like a smoker. Like all she did was smoke. She knew every indica, sativa, grown strain brand. She knew it. She knew how to add the little stuff to the water to make the plant do what it needed to do. She knew how to cross cultivate the plant. She knew it. This is what she did. This is her thing. She knew about all the oils. She was the first person to show me a cart before cart became big. I didn't even know what a cart was. And after she showed me a cart, it was like a year and a half later before everybody else jumped on carts. Up here in Virginia, at least. So one day she's like, hey, we should go to DC. I'm like, all right, a little 3-hour ride, go to DC, go see the Capitol, go see some other stuff, go see the statues, you know what I mean? For y'all to been to DC, y'all ain't never been to DC, let me tell you something, it does not look like it looks in school. It does not. It is not the same thing. DC is in the middle of a hood. Like, for real, the hood is surrounded, or the Capitol is surrounded by the hood. That's just what it is. But we wanted to go to DC. We wanted to go see different museums, monuments, and things like that. So we decided to go to DC. So before we left, she said, hey, I'm going to smoke. And I was like, all right, bet. I said, man, we going to DC. I'm going to smoke with you. But she pulls this card out. And I'm thinking she's going to smoke a blunt. She pulls a card out. She pulls a little G-pen thing out. And what you do, you hit the button. You pull. And then you blow out. Your little thing. You just put the cart in the thing, it holds by a magnet, or you can screw it in on some, and then you just hit it and go. But what I did, I'd never used this thing before. I had never seen this thing before. I'd seen it, but I'd never used it, and I never was taught how properly to use it. So for all my smokers out there, if y'all gonna smoke with somebody who uses a cart, you need to properly train them before they use the cart. Man, I hit the button and I'm pulling. I'm just pulling. I pull hard one time, blow out, not a lot of smoke. I'm like, dang, I must be doing something wrong. Now at this time, she's in the back of the truck, packing everything to go to DC. So I'm just kind of walking in front of the house. I hit the thing again, hold it, not a lot of smoke come out. Like, dang. I hit the button, hit the thing again, hold it, not a lot of smoke come out. I'm like, man, I gotta be doing something wrong. So each time I'm hitting it harder. I'm just hitting it harder and harder. So I hit this thing about 7 or 8 times, trying to get smoke, thinking because it's smoke that you're smoking. I hit this thing about 7 or 8 times, trying to get a bunch of smoke, and I'm not getting a bunch of smoke. So all of a sudden, we in the car. I get in the car, and she starts to drive. And we just riding down the road. And she looks over at me and she's talking to me, but I'm not saying nothing back. And she was like, baby, what's the matter? And I said, I don't know. She was like, are you okay? I said, I don't know. I felt like I was in another dimension. I literally felt like I was in another dimension. I felt like I had just been lifted out my body, and I felt like I was standing in front of myself looking at me. You know how they say people have out-of-body experiences? That's a real thing because I was having one. I felt like I was sitting in the seat, but somehow I'm looking at me the whole time. I said, baby, I think that stuff is too strong. She said, what stuff? I said, that cart. She said, why do you say that? I said, because I don't feel right. And she was like, well, what'd you do? I said, I kept hitting the button and I was trying to get smoke and I hit it 8 times. Man. Y'all ever seen somebody's face when they look at you? You know you were messed up? Like you just know you messed up. They make that face like, oh my God, you did what? Like they ain't even gotta say nothing. Like you know you messed up. And that girl looked at me, her eyes got big, her mouth dropped. She said, baby, you only gotta hit it 1 time, maybe 2. I said, well, I didn't get no smoke. She said, Anthony, it's oil. You're not gonna get a lot of smoke. I said, oh shit. Oh shit. Y'all, we drove all the way down the road. I couldn't sleep because I had too much energy, but I couldn't come down. I was trying to just come down. I was too high. I was thinking about all the things I could do in life to kill this high. When we got up there, we walked around, we seen the monuments, nothing looked the same. Everything looked like an out-of-body experience. Everything was bad. When I tell y'all I went to go eat, I ate. And let me tell you something, food is expensive in DC. It is expensive to eat in DC. If you're gonna eat like in like tourist DC, if you go out of, you know, if you go out into the normal DC, and, or like the regular, where people who live in DC actually eat it, and go out there, and it's not expensive. But if you want to eat in a tourist area, it's expensive. Man, I probably spent $40-50 on food just trying to eat because I couldn't get food. I'm just eating stuff, just eating and eating. Right after we eat, we go see some more monuments. We walk around Elm Pool, buying all these bottles of water and Gatorade because I'm just thirsty, sweating, it's hot. I'm going through it the whole time. I'm just high. When I say high, I'm just high. Like I'm the type of high people I'm the type of high that when you look at a High Times magazine and you see high people, I felt how they looked. You know, sometimes you might see a person and you be like, damn, he really high. And you just imagine how high he probably could be. I was that times 20. I was high, like real high. Keep in mind, when I did this, when I first started smoking that day, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's like 8:30 now. We come back and we're coming up a mountain and we go to an overlook. And the overlook is just a cut throughout the mountain where you look down into a valley. Man, I decided to go. I decided to get out of the car and walk over to the rocks to go look at the overlook. And I got so paranoid and scared, I just knew that I was going to fall over that night. Keep in mind, it's 8:30 at night. You can see the lights in the valley, you can see the city, you can see everything. It's 8:30 at night. I'm still high. I'm still high. Now, this isn't a entertainment like, haha, he's joking type thing. I was still jet set high. Just dumb high. 8:30 at night. Smoked that morning, still high that night. So she told me when we got back, she said, baby, just go inside. And she knew I was high. Like, she knew I had messed up. She said, baby, go inside, just lay down, go to bed, sleep it off. In the morning, when you wake up, you'll be okay. Any of y'all ever woke up high? Not like as high as you were, but ever woke up just high? I've been sober this whole time, so I know what sober feels like. Man, I went to bed that night. I ate some more, went to bed that night, woke up the next day, I was still high. And that's the truth, I was still high. Throughout that day, periodically, I would start to come down and reality would start to set back in. But that's the reason why I don't smoke weed. That is the reason. And now, because I talk to all these people who smoke, and they talk about all these different brands and strains and the levels and the effectiveness of this weed, I can't play with it. I got things to do today. I cannot play with it. I'm not smoking it. I will smoke and eat everything in your house. I will smoke and I will sit in the car and I will not go nowhere. I will not even get out the car if I smoke. I am just one of them people. Everybody around me smokes. Everybody around me knows that Sticks don't smoke. Everybody don't even really ask Sticks to smoke because they already know Sticks don't say no. I am petrified of being that high again. I have never been so high in my entire life. And I don't think most people have been that high in their entire life. I've heard people tell stories of how on 420 they just smoked and smoked and smoked and smoked and smoked and smoked. But let me tell you something. That oil's a whole nother ball game. That oil, I told her that stuff should be illegal. That stuff is serious. I literally could have died that day. If I had drove, I would have died. If I had to babysit my kid would have been lost. If I didn't have a chauffeur with me, if I didn't have somebody to help me that day, I'd have been out of there. I'd have been somewhere in somebody's prison or somebody's graveyard because I did something stupid because I didn't know. I was just gone. Just gone. But yeah, y'all, that's the reason why I don't smoke. So again, to all my smokers out there, if y'all smoke, hey, I'm with you. If y'all smoke, hey, I get it 100%. But me personally, no, Sticks ain't smoking no more. And that's the reason why I don't smoke. So for all y'all to keep asking me, why don't you smoke? Now you know, this is why I don't smoke. All right. Thank y'all for letting me tell y'all that story. I hope y'all found it entertaining. I hope y'all like. I hope y'all leave a comment. Hey, let me know in the comments how you feel about smoking. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about the oils. That's something I really want to know. Let me know how y'all feel about oils. How do you feel about THC oil? Because me personally, I think the stuff should be banned. There should be nothing in the world that can get you that high that fast. And you don't get no smoke. Let me know in the comments. All right, y'all. Until next time.